Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Top Hat Gaming Man here, live on YouTube. Basically, I'm going to do a little 25-minute pre-stream over here on YouTube before we go over to Twitch and do our big stream of playing games later tonight. Obviously, the system for choice of this evening is going to be the Raspberry Pi. Because, you know, have you ever heard of the Raspberry Pi? Apparently no one's ever heard of one, because in every comment section all over YouTube there is morons saying to everyone else, why don't you just play it on the Raspberry Pi? As if everyone doesn't already bloody know by now the platform exists, which is quite outrageous, to be honest with you. This time last week we done a pre-stream as well. I just hit 25,000 subscribers that evening, and tonight looks like we've hit 25,300. So hello to any of you who are within those new 300 people who are watching this live stream today for the first time. So hello to you, and hello to everyone else watching. In fact, speaking of saying hello to you all, I'm just going to check chat, okay? Okay, ooh, quite a lot of you already. 26 of you watching right now. My co-host Luke Street will be here in a second. He's just outside smoking his cancer sticks. So shortly there should always be someone here to go back and forth with you. But let me just quickly check the chat section. Harry Warburg, to you too. Victor Andreas Pina Gonzalez. He says, hello to the only YouTube gamer I respect and follow. Hello to the only YouTube commenter I respect. Well, that bit's not quite true, but hello to you nonetheless. Robert is RetroPie, Zen is Zero, aka Venom, Raw Man, There's a lot of in the comments tonight. No surprise at all on this channel, to be honest. Retro Robert, hello, the greatest showman. I am indeed the greatest showman on the entirety of this YouTube platform. In fact, the entirety of the information superhighway, I shall say. Let's see, has anyone got any questions? If you've got a question mark within your comment, then I will answer your questions. So let's have a look. Booyaka Shah, is this costume you start wearing recently used in your wrestling career too? Yes, I have been wearing this costume to the ring, indeed. And hello Top Hat and Street when he's here. Yes, he will be here any moment right now. Is this him? Is this him? Yes! Yes! Behold! It is Luke Street! How are you feeling?
Alright, I'm de-stressed.
Okay, good.
After issues after issues. But
would you like to hold the stress skull?
I would.
Does that make you feel better?
That would make me feel a little bit better. We are perfectly in sync.
Ah, excellent, like that boy band.
Exactly.
We love them, don't we? They're our favourite.
But slightly more hetero.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, so do I.
Right, okay, so I briefly heard some of the things that you were talking about. Basically going over what's happening with the stream and everything else and what we're going to be playing on tonight.
And the fact there's 300 new people here who wasn't here last week.
And that. So,
YouTube channel.
Hello to you guys.
So anyone who's brand new here, we do Twitch streams at 9 PM every Saturday night. 9 PM BST over on twitch.tv/tophatchat. So if you want to go over to that website at twitch.tv/tophatchat and give us a follow. And in fact, for everyone here, because there's 39 people watching so far, is there any of you, this is a question to all of you, who aren't yet subscribed to our other YouTube channel, Top Hat Chat? Because for some reason, my main channel, it gets a ridiculous amount of subscribers. I'd say 300 just this week alone. So that's 25,300 subscribers. We've got less than 2,000 on the other channels.
Yeah,
so.
And it's been a bit stagnant for the past month or so.
There's no one new coming over. So we advise you to come over and leave a comment saying you're new. Because then we will really appreciate that.
Yes, we like new people.
Okay, so
I can hang on to that for a little while. I'll put the skull over here.
And you can tell me if anyone's saying anything interesting.
Which is better, Wii U or Sega Saturn from Harry Warburg?
Oh, at this stage you've got to say the Sega Saturn almost unanimously, on the basis that the Sega Saturn's always had a great library of more games than the Wii U anyway, but all the good Wii U games are also available on the Switch now as well. Yeah. Which you can't say about Sega Saturn games. They're just still exclusives to the Saturn.
Yeah. Unforgiven says, I came here for the Ree. Why not buy a NES Classic Ree?
Why not buy both? Because that's what I did.
Yeah. You bought a Famicom.
Consumerism.
Yeah.
Overindulgence.
For the tiny Asian hands.
Yes, I've got a Famicom Mini as well. Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming you specifically bought that for your soon-to-be child.
What, the Famicom Mini? Yeah, I never thought that. That's a great idea. Yeah, get a game at 2 years old.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect hand size.
That's a very good idea.
Which is
Never even thought
wonderful.
about that. But in fact, yes, there's lots of ways we can emulate here. We've got the Raspberry Pi, we've got the Nintendo Wii, we've got the mini systems, we've got the PCs, lots of different ways. We've got the Xbox, we've got the Vita, we've got the JXD. So there's lots of ways of doing it, not just the Raspberry Pi, like some morons these days, for some reason, are starting to lead lots of people to believe. What's that about?
I don't know.
What is the obsession with the Raspberry Pi in particular? Because it makes me quite angry, because it's just... It's decent.
It's another
It's
box.
just another box. What does exactly the same thing as all the other boxes that do exactly the same thing.
Yeah. It's not like it can play anything more.
No. So what's the obsession with the Raspberry Pi in particular? Read. That's how it makes me feel.
That is very much you. Lots of people are saying that they're subscribed to both channels,
Yes.
which is nice.
You are the ones.
And there's lots of people that I recognise as well that are popping up in the chat, which is nice. True Sinister is one of them.
But to be honest, today we probably speak to the choir. These are probably the loyalists who are here right now.
Yeah,
The fanatics, the disciples, the fanboys. Yes.
Let's have a look. We have Ray Nick says, but I have OEM hardware.
Yes. I don't know what it is because I'm not technical enough.
Brian77 says, are you interested in procuring the Neo Geo Mini?
Neo
It's an
Geo.
interesting take on the mini consoles.
Well, I've got all the minis. Well, not all the minis. I've got lots and lots of minis, so probably will. I've even got silly things like the Commodore 64 Mini and the Intellivision Mini. So
A Neo Geo Mini isn't a bad shout for something to be a mini, though.
make everything mini.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because you can't play a lot of those games elsewhere. I mean, you can. There's some on the Switch and stuff. Fair enough. But you can't play a lot of those games on other systems.
Isn't there now an Xbox One Mini?
I don't know. If there is,
It basically
I
is.
kind of want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Nikos says, greetings, gentlemen. Greetings to you.
Yasu to you.
Yeah. So we have, again, another guy, Aiden Joy says, I'm subscribed to both. Great content. Best gaming channel on YouTube. I'm assuming that's yours.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Big fan of Aidan Christensen, I will say as well.
Okay, lovely.
Did you not get the word slip I done on purpose there? It's Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, I did.
said Aidan.
I vaguely got it, but I
Okay.
just assumed you'd made a mistake. I was going to float over it.
Oh no, I wanted you to point it out.
I'm sorry. I try and go over your mistakes now, like the 2600 mistake, which has become
2600. No, it is the 2600. There's a video, and I said this was me as well, at the Cambridge Computer Centre, and,
Yeah, there
and
is.
the person showing me around says 2600. So I pull it up on it. He said, "Everyone's always called it the 2600. Don't know what you're talking about."
Silver Soul says, I'm also following on Twitch. That is a very good point, actually. You can follow us on Twitch. It costs absolutely nothing. You can set up a quick account. You'll get notified via email of any stream that we do. We are looking at doing extra streams as well. So, yeah, weekday ones, which might be a bit of a surprise at some point. So, yeah, you get notified of everything.
Indeed. Join the notification squad.
You were dead serious.
No, I wasn't.
Good. Martin Lazarche, maybe? I don't know. I butchered your name, so I apologise. I'm here because YouTube said so. Good. I'm glad YouTube are doing something.
Yes, they don't do a lot to promote my
Yeah.
work, so good that they're doing something for a change.
Yeah, that makes me a little bit happy.
Lazy platform.
Harry Work says, next thing you know, there'll be a CDI Mini.
CDI Mini. Oh, there kind of is.
Is there?
Yeah, there is. There's already a portable Philips CDI. So, and it takes the disc,
yeah,
so there already is a
technically.
CDI Mini. It does
Kind of.
exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't run off ROMs, you have to use actual CDs, but there is a mini CDI. What about that big? What you can get?
Retro Robert says, Blustercon.
Blustercon.
Just Blustercon.
Yeah, what a legend
There we go.
he is. It's made me really sad that he wasn't in the Switch version of Tropic Freeze as a playable character.
Yeah.
Would have given me a reason to buy the game twice.
Yeah.
Because at the moment I wasn't moronic enough to do that.
Blustercon for Smash Ultimate.
But yeah, that would be amazing as well.
Yeah, just more
Bluster the
Blustercon.
Benevolent, what a man, or a
There we
monkey,
go.
the myth.
Paul Hughes says, have you tried Android for emulation?
Android for emulation.
You have over there an Android...
I have an Ouya.
No, you have an Android...
I've got an Android gaming tablet,
tablet.
so yes,
Yeah.
I do that all the time. That's my portable
Yeah, that's
go-to way of doing it. JXD,
JXD.
gaming tablet.
Yeah. It's a little bit old now, you've had it for a while.
Yeah, but it's retro.
Not as old as most of this.
Yeah, but it is
So-
retro now,
yeah.
so you want a retro device. So,
Technically it's
yeah,
fine.
the older the better.
Yeah, Harry Warburg didn't know about the portable CDI, so imparting knowledge.
Yes, one day
Which
there will
is
be an episode of Handhelds around the world on it. So
Yeah.
if you want to see a man playing Hotel Mario on a beach, you'll get to see that one day.
Sweet Life of Dio Brando says, I can't wait for portables strong enough to run PS2 emulation. Portable GameCube emulation would be great too. To be honest, portable GameCube emulation would be amazing. Maybe part
Isn't
of
the Nintendo Switch about to start doing that or something? I've heard.
I hope so.
I've heard rustles about that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Because I saw RGT85 posted a video about GameCube coming to Switch, and I posted on there. Oh yes, before that, the Wii U come to Switch, and next I'd like to see the Switch come to Switch. That'd be good. If you actually got Switch games for the Switch, we haven't got that yet, really, have we?
To be fair, no. Well, there's a handful.
About 4 or something like that.
It's considerably more than that now. There are more exclusives.
Well, I'm sure as we said,
not good ones.
Okay.
We have Fuck Generic Shooters. I read out that name. I'm sorry that I swore, but that is the guy's name.
Yes, please no profanity on here.
But that's the guy's name. I had to say it. And I did it. I also read it out because that is pretty much your whole life encapsulated into a single statement. You're not a fan of generic shooters.
No.
Says the only man in the world who thinks Ocean is better than Nintendo.
I've never ever.
Or for
said
that matter, anything else.
Who's who? He said that, or have I said that?
Apparently he thinks. I think he thinks you said that.
Okay, no, I never recall saying that. Maybe that's something I should adopt. Maybe that's an idea I should adopt.
Why not?
Yeah.
Next
Ocean is
Top Hat
British,
chat
so
video.
why not?
Yeah. Hotel Mario in a hotel from Aiden Joy.
Yeah, that would make more sense than the beach. Yes, I like that.
My favourite is the NES. My favourite is the SNES. So, or SNES.
My favourite is the Philips CDI.
Fair enough. Axe Battler says, what RPG games has Top Hat Gaming Man finished?
Loads, tons, a ridiculous amount. So I don't really know where to start with that question.
And okay, well, I'll tell you where to start with that question. What is your favourite?
Oh, that's quite a tough question as well, isn't it?
Just because you don't want to be wrong as well, like.
It's
okay, off the
Final
top.
Fantasy VII. It's got to be, hasn't it?
And what is your least favourite that you finished?
That I've actually finished. That's the thing. The finish. That's hard because there's a lot I've got really far into and then dropped. So if I finished it, it's normally quite good.
Come on, there must be one that you played and thought, why did I finish this? Come on, there must be one. Just throw one out there.
I'd say it's really soured on me over the years. Probably Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay, yeah, to be fair.
But I hate it now.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I completely see that. My second favourite emulation is of PSP due to emulator running great with tons of great English patched games from Sweet Life of Dio Brando. To be fair, PSP emulation is amazing.
It's quite good, but it's not perfect.
It's the only real reason to own a PSP.
I think the PSP library is okay, really. But the what's it called? It runs Super Nintendo horribly, and that's like the main system you'd want to emulate if you're going to emulate anything, surely.
No, to be fair, okay, yeah, alright, fair enough. Jamil says, but then nobody would pay £12,000 for NES games still in cellophane that they would never open and just emulate the ROMs.
Oh, they would. They let's be honest. None of these people spend that money to play games, do they? They do it because I don't know what's wrong, but they've got something wrong with them to feel the need to do that.
Yeah, I sent you, because I'm going to steer away from chat just for a brief moment, and I sent you something this morning.
Yes. I don't remember you sending me anything this morning.
I did. I sent you a brief, what's it called? A video. No, an article. That's
oh,
the word.
yes, I remember now.
About potentially Google making their own game console to compete with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, I did see that.
Or future consoles.
Yes. I think Hellmade is now following us over on twitch.tv/tophadchat.
So one person has listened.
Yes, one of you has listened. So you're going to be the only one who's not staying in at lunchtime today.
That's good for you, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good for them. I'm happy about that.
Yes, so well done.
So what do you think about a new console entering the arena, I suppose? Because this isn't really your forte, new consoles.
Well, knowing Google, because Google are the ones who are apparently making a games console, I would say they're quite an innovative company, so I do not believe it would be a games console in the traditional sense. And I also believe it would probably be successful because everything Google touch turns to gold. So I would say this would be the console to kill all consoles. It would be the end of the road for consoles as we know it. It would be an all-digital future. It would be a future where games are streamed straight to your box, because I'm not going to call it a console. I'm sorry, it's a box, not a console.
Okay.
So, and it would just be an all right. It would just be a multimedia device you can stream high-end games to. It would be the end of consoles.
Potentially, I mean.
So I see it doing very well. But it will be. It won't be a console.
Hardware-wise, I can see it being either very, very good or Ouya-ish.
No, it's Google. They're like
it's
one of the most powerful companies on the planet.
I mean, I suppose it's comparable to the original Xbox.
Yeah, more
Microsoft with their massive amount of stuff going behind that, and they were like, right, we're going to make a game console, and they threw everything behind it. Google have those same abilities to be able to just go, gosh, let's stick a couple of billion.
I can see Nintendo's. If this is a success, Nintendo would just crawl along, but I can see it completely killing Sony and Microsoft in terms of the consoles. They become redundant.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose Nintendo are in a bit of a safe spot.
Yes,
do you know what I think?
Yeah, because they're
doing something different.
Gimmicks.
Yeah,
so.
Which is gimmicky, and we hate the gimmicks. We always laugh about the stupid gimmicks.
But it protects them.
But it does, yeah. It's almost like a little barrier that stops Google coming their way. Although maybe you'll have Xbox One X and PS4 Pro type games on a handheld, and they'll just screw them all, and that would probably end terribly for Nintendo.
Yeah, I'd like to see Disney buy Nintendo. I think that would be cool.
Do you think?
It won't happen, but I'd like to see it.
They have the resources.
They're a good match, I think.
Yeah. Do you reckon that mean we finally get Kingdom Hearts on the Switch?
I just think Nintendo are too Japanese and conservative to
maybe
to let someone buy them.
Maybe.
I might be wrong. That's how I feel.
Okay. Yeah, so again, we've got this new console potentially coming out in the next couple of years, and I mean, it could be something amazing. It could fall on its face. Who knows? But it's an interesting factoid nonetheless. Right, obviously, go back to this for a little while. Okay, no, carry on.
Yeah, there's another subject we discussed on my channel. Well, I discussed on my channel this week. It was
How
the
did you
NES
discuss it by yourself?
Because I can have a one-way conversation with me and the camera, so I can have a discussion. But yes, so I discussed with the camera, is the NES dead? Is nostalgia for the NES?
Oh yeah, we briefly discussed this
on Top Hat Chat as well.
On Top Hat Chat, and also just randomly when we're having conversations, because occasionally we do talk outside of this stream.
We do.
And sitting on this sofa, and yeah, we had a little chat about that. Do you want to quickly go over it?
Yeah, it's as if all of a sudden there is far less videos about the NES on YouTube being made. Everything seems to be news related.
They're not
gaming news.
They're not baitable, are they? Which is the problem.
They used to be though.
Yeah.
They're just
but
not
since the
anymore.
algorithm changes, everything's gone down the toilet. People can't seem to make content about stuff that they're legitimately passionate about anymore.
Well, somehow I managed to, but I don't get the heavy traffic some other channels would.
Yeah.
I'm publishing a video tomorrow on the Conics multi-system, and I still believe it would do well, just because I know how to clickbait.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But
I've done it with the Ouya, so I do it with the Conics multi-system.
I mean, good luck to you.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean that, because again, it's with the algorithms the way that they are. It's dangerous territory.
It is
deviating from popular culture.
Has anyone got any more questions?
There's a few. Lots of people are chatting amongst themselves, which is really nice. We're getting kind of a Twitch-style chat where everyone kind of has a community on YouTube, which is amazing, really. We have you guys saying more of a lecture, really. It was a bit lectury.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with lectures. You learn more.
We have Laszlo says, I personally want to buy a Raspberry Pi to turn it into a microcomputer with a horrible keyboard like the ZX Spectrum.
I love Raspberry Pis. It's just amazing, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
I hope you drop it. Yes.
No, I'm going to be eating this pie in between this stream and the Twitch stream. So in like a 2-minute interval between the two streams, I'm going to be eating this lovely pie. Pie before pie.
Lion Secret says, what time did the pre-show start? Didn't see it on Twitter. It started at about 8:30.
Yes, we're too big now to need to promote on Twitter.
Yes, although we probably should have done.
We should have done.
Sorry. We're very sorry. That's pretty much the only reason that my Twitter should exist.
Isn't it weird that basically in the modern day of the information superhighway that everyone's life has essentially just become Wayne's World?
I love Wayne's World.
And this is just Wayne's World, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
When you actually sit down and think, this is just Wayne's World.
Yeah, just with a smaller camera.
Yeah.
And a worse set.
And an actual audience.
Yeah, an audience. Very quiet audience. Yeah. 96 says Top Hat eats pie on stream. Lucky wife.
Yeah.
We're not going to go in. We're not going to divulge into that comment any more than just pointing it out that it exists.
But don't worry, I will be eating pie in between the two streams, not live on stream. I will point that out.
I don't think you 100% got what Lion Secret was trying to say, but we'll just nod along and just say yes. I recently got into collecting for the Master System, but I'm having trouble finding decent games. Any recommendations?
There's loads of
From Julius Thunderhead.
decent games. Golden Axe Warrior. Wonder Boy, The Dragon Curse. What else is really good on the Master System?
I don't know, but I played Wonder Boy on the Commodore 64 for the first time this week.
Did you manage to keep up with the Commodore?
No.
The Commodore was keeping up with you.
That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, no, he's kicking my ass, to be fair. Like, yeah.
And now we're probably about to have to leave all these lovely people.
It won't be
to
long.
go over to Twitch, which is sad because I like YouTube streams.
Yeah, to be fair, they're quite nice chatty streams.
They are.
It's a shame we can't just take this exactly as it is and move it over to.
Yes, it's a shame that It's a shame that Google and Amazon are such vicious bastards and are in such contempt for each other in competing that they won't just let us run simultaneous stream across both platforms. Instead, they make us shut one off and turn the other one on.
We could have done, but we wouldn't be making any money.
I know. It's ridiculous, though, isn't it? Like, talk about greed. Like, you'd think that why not just let us do it on both at the same time?
Yeah. Oh well, Nazis.
Yeah.
So I suppose we're going to start wrapping it up a little bit now because we actually have 69 people currently watching.
Yes.
Right here on YouTube.
So you can literally just carry on watching us, carry on chatting if you like, just over on twitch.tv/tophatchat instead. It's literally just going to be exactly the same, only we're going to be actually playing games at the same time we're chatting, so it's going to be better, if anything, than this.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. So
give us a follow.
Yeah, I'll throw a copy-paste link because it doesn't like me posting links for some reason. But I will put a copy-paste link in there just for everybody else. There we go. So that's a copy-paste link because I'm pretty sure you can't just click on that and go. Just so you can go straight to our channel, so you can find us from there. Yeah, grab us on Twitch. It's free to make an account. It will take you the whole of what?
I don't know.
A minute
Something
to make an account.
Less than that, it's just to sign up to a website.
Yeah, really, really quick. And you can give us a follow on there and you can watch every single one of our streams. We do really long streams and we're probably going to do some short ones.
Yeah. It's such a shame, 77 people.
Yeah.
And you're not going to follow us over, are you, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I really, really hope you do because we've got a really good community over there. So it'd be nice to carry some people over and get super popular.
Why not? Why not?
Somebody's listened. Somebody's listened.
Thank you, Dreadpar72. Wise decision indeed.
Most definitely.
Even got your name read out on the screen.
Yeah. So wonderful. All good.
Wonderful.
So I suppose we'll close this down in a moment, and we'll see you over on Twitch.
Yep.
Like literally now.
Yep. See you in a second on the other stream. Don't cross the streams. Cheerio. Cross the streams.